What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here again with another video for you, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at these low cap altcoin gems. Now these are some new coins that are very low in market cap. I mean, some of the market caps here are anywhere between as little as 5 million to 15 million. I kind of choose that range of 0 to 20 million now as a small cap and about 20 to 100 million now as a medium cap. At any rate, what I want to do is go over some of the coins that are really going to be the foundation of the future, foundation of DeFi, and things that are really important for the use of blockchain technology, and what I think is going to build the foundation for the next bull run into 2021. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, welcome back. So last video I showed you guys polkaproject.com. Now this is part of the Polkadot network. There's a lot of coins in this ecosystem, a lot of tokens that are going to facilitate the groundwork for the next bull run, in my opinion. So this is a good resource for checking out new projects, seeing the development of these projects, not necessarily the trading volume or the market cap, but to see what's in the works and what's being built on the Polkadot platform as we transition into ETH 2.0 and everything is moving more towards into the staking algorithm. So in other words, what I want to do is talk about three, and plus I'll throw in a bonus, three very low cap altcoin gems that I think are going to pave the way for the future. Just taking a look at the fundamentals, I'll cover that just a little bit, but show you really what I think the three areas of blockchain technology are going to be covering for Web 3.0 and later, and what I think are going to be the biggest returns, 100x, maybe even 1000x. But I really wanted to go over just what the fundamentals are briefly on some of these coins that I've taken a small position in and started ramping up over time. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the very first one that I'm looking at here is called DOC. Now again, this is part of the Polkadot ecosystem. This is a very exciting project to me because it's a very good and solid use case for blockchain technology. And what this does is this is a platform for verifiable credentials. So this is actually really important. So as a person that uses and needs to verify employment, verify credentials, verifying validity of certain things, this is a good framework for what I think is going to be one of the largest platforms, especially in the Ethereum ecosystem here. So what this does is creates decentralized identities and it allows people to verify your information on the blockchain. So this could be your university, your degrees, your, for instance, licensed practical nurse. I mean, all your verifiable credentials that prove that you've put in the work or you've graduated certain platforms or schools or what have you to be valid. And this allows interoperability so that everyone can verify your credentials in real time. They don't have to call a school and verify. They don't have to trust that your information is correct. They can verify it on the blockchain, which is really important. Additionally, this lays the groundwork for a lot of development for decentralized identification. For example, if I have to go to a bar, for instance, and I want to buy a drink and I have a decentralized driver's license, then I can have them verify only my age. I don't have to give them my donor status, my address. I don't have to give them my other personal identifiable information. I can choose just to show them and have them verify that I am of the rightful age or legal age to order a drink, for instance. But this is just sort of the beginning of the foundation of verifying information on the blockchain to verify your credentials are accurate and they're valid. And I'm really excited about this one. The mainnet, as you can see here, is launching in 2 days. And right now, if we take a look at the price, it's only trading at just under 2 cents at the moment. And this one has a market cap of only 10 million. So this one has been on my radar for a little bit. I've been kind of doing a lot of fundamental research into DOC, and it's one that I think is going to be a big hitter. The cost basis being only a penny, it's very low, so I think it's going to create a great return. But also I believe in the project and what it's actually doing, and I think this is going to be a great use case for blockchain technology. So DOC is my very first pick for these low cap altcoin gems. Second one I want to jump into for you is called Energy Web Token. You may have already have heard of this, but basically what this does is this is a decentralized energy sharing platform. And basically, there's very large and legitimate companies that are in this. This is trading renewable energy. You can get renewable energy credits, whether it be for your electric vehicle, for solar on your house. There's a lot of information and a lot of partners, real big players, Shell, GE, TEPCO, Stettin. These are very big players in the energy space, and they realize that having energy verified on the blockchain, being able to trade unused energy credits, being able to monetize it, and really make sure the energy goes to the right places and it's trackable so that there's not a waste of energy. So this is something that I think is going to be very big over the next decade as everything starts to transition more into electric vehicles, solar power, a lot of renewable energy platforms. I think it's going to be a foundation here on the Energy Web platform. This has a lot of fundamental news behind it, and I think that this is going to be a very, very big project. If just kind of briefly touching on it, this is something that's been partnered with Ledger, which is a hardware wallet provider I'm sure you've all heard of. And this is really connecting Internet of Things devices, and it's really connecting a lot of these big legacy energy players, and they're moving onto this platform to sort of regulate and manage unused energy and making sure that we have enough real-time data to transfer energy to where we need it to most in a much more seamless and verifiable way. So this is Energy Web token. It's only trading on a few centralized exchanges, but also a lot of DEXs. And just taking a quick look at CoinGecko, this is trading at about $9.06. This one has a little bit of a larger market cap, so I was hesitant to put it in here, but I think that this one is such a good new project that I think it's going to really make some huge waves here. And I got into this project a little under $5, so it's almost doubled from when I got in here, but this is a very, very good project. I think it's going to make the top 20, if not the top 10 very soon of overall market cap. But this is a real use case, and I'm really starting to focus on these real use case projects fundamentally, because I think that a lot of these legacy players are now going to start transitioning with their energy over the next 10, 20, 50 years over to blockchain, just because it's easier, it's more transparent, and so on. So this is Energy Web token, my second pick. My third pick that I'm looking at here is called Robonomics, my mistake, Network, and the ticker symbol on this one is XRT. And this is a network for open source packages and develops for robotic systems, for smart cities, and Industry 4.0 developers. So this is a very brand new project. It's really just started to pick up steam on the DeFi ecosystem, but this is going to be the groundwork or the network for testing and verifying all your robotics for manufacturing, for assembly line, for medical use, all the robotics and smart cities and sensors and all those types of things that are going to be going into the future for monitoring. They're going to use this platform to develop on, and they're going to use this platform to verify and make sure that it meets all the industry standards. So Robonomics Network, this is a big project. I really do think robotics is the future. Honestly, with everything that's going on and the way that the sort of economic landscape is shifting, people are already starting to realize that having these labor-intensive jobs switch over to using robotic arms and more efficient ways for taking care of dangerous jobs, more efficiency on assembly lines and things like that. Not to mention that everything is going to be upgraded soon to accommodate for smart cities and just more efficient, in my opinion. So this is a project that I think is going to be very, very huge over the next 5 to 10 years. This one, taking a look at some of the price here, this one is only trading at about $17.33, but it has a low supply. So the circulating supply is only 10 million right now, and it's very, very low. That's why the price is a little bit higher than some of the projects we just looked at. But this one is definitely a small cap. This one's only at 11 million as far as total market cap. But I think this one's going to make some huge waves. This one has been getting a lot of traction from the DeFi space, and it's on DeFi Pulse as well if you want to keep tabs on it. But this is something that's been on my radar, and I've been focusing on really just the fundamentals of what projects I think are going to take us into the next 5, 10, or even 20 years, because I want to get on the ground floor now. This is not something I want to invest in just for the next bull run, which in my opinion, is going to happen in around 2021, if not sooner. This is something that is like a longer, way longer term hold. I mean, 5-10 years minimum before I decide to trade out of it. So this is something that I'm accumulating now. I think that this one could easily get into the top 50 very, very shortly. And this is something that, again, is part of the Polka project ecosystem, all relating to DOT and Ethereum. So Web 3.0 project, this is very interesting to me, and fundamentally, I think it's going to make a lot of waves. And then finally, as a bonus, I want to throw in the Akala network. Now, this is the decentralized stablecoin of the Polkadot ecosystem. This is going to be powering cross-blockchain open finance applications, a bunch of lending, a bunch of things integrated with Uniswap and other lending platforms. But this is essentially going to be the stable coin that people use within the Polkadot ecosystem, which is growing every single day. This is something that is always going to adjust to $1 at any time. You can go to their testnet here if you want to test it out, but this is something that's about to make a wave in this developing ecosystem, which is known as Polkadot or Polka projects. So that's what I wanted to go over here today of these low cap altcoin gems. I know that there was one in there that's already not considered low cap, but it's something that I have been accumulating and something that I think is worth mentioning, which is why I included it in this video. So just wanted to give you kind of a recap of what I've been looking at lately in the DeFi space and what I think is going to forecast the next 5 to 10 years of growth in the ecosystem here in the crypto project space. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. Let me know if there's any fundamental projects that I've missed. Leave them down in the comments. I actually want to research them if you have them, so I would appreciate that. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would appreciate it. If you hated the video and thought it sucked, give it a thumbs down. Every bit of feedback I get helps. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Crypto Renegade out.